Konnichi to the wa. Let's talk about the Nordics. Starting with Scandinavia, aka the Viking triplets, Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. Also keep in mind Norway has 2 overseas territories, Jan Mayen and Svalbard, whereas Denmark has 2 constituent countries, the Faroe Islands and Greenland, within their domain. We'll talk more about that later. Anyhow, broadly speaking, each Viking culture kind of had their own cardinal direction that they focused on. Like the Danes went west, the Norwegians went north, Swedes went east, which is why today you can still find like Viking artifacts as far as like North Africa. Generally speaking, they can all kind of understand each other when they talk. It's just that the joke is that Danish sounds like you're speaking with a potato in your mouth. All 3 of them are monarchies, and Denmark and Sweden are in the EU, whereas Norway is not, but it is Schengen. Next up, Iceland and Faroe Islands. They're basically the babies of the Norwegian Viking conquest, but they have a lot of Irish ancestry because they kidnapped a lot of Irish women and made babies with them. Iceland is a fully sovereign country, not part of the EU though, and Faroe Islands is a constituent of Denmark. They can generally understand each other when they talk because their languages are basically preserved versions of ancient Norse. So little has changed over the centuries that many of them can actually read ancient Norse with little difficulty. Side note, Iceland is actually a bicontinental country separated between the Eurasian and North American plates, which explains why they are incredibly volcanic and geothermal. Seriously, everywhere you go, it's like the ground is steaming everywhere. Now we get to the ethno-linguistic oddities, aka Greenland and Finland. Let's start with Greenland. Greenland is this big-ass island about 80% covered with an ice sheet. It is Denmark's 2nd constituent country, and it's 50 times larger than actual Denmark. And Greenland is actually geographically located in North America, not Europe. The majority of people here are ethnically Inuit, not European. They have their own language and culture. And they have autonomous home rule status within the Kingdom of Denmark, which means legally they have the right to claim independence anytime they want. It's just a matter of getting their priorities straight before they make the big move if they decide to, so let's see what happens. And finally, Finlandia, Suomi. Finnish people are not Scandinavian, they are Uralic, as in they are related to the Uralic peoples that migrated westward from what is now the north-central region of the Asia part of Russia, aka the Ural Mountains. And today their closest Uralic cousins are the Estonians and the Karelians, which are in the Karelian Republic of what is now Russia. I'm just gonna be honest, out of all of them, I get along best with the Danes, the Finns, and the Greenlanders. Even though most of the Nordic peoples are quiet, reserved, and depressed, Danes are the wildest, craziest, and most fun. Finns are like silent but deadly, and once you become good friends with them, ooh, you want them on your team. And I blend in the best with the Greenlanders, and they are the most badass because they live in a place which is basically just rock and ice, but they know how to survive and adapt. Like I literally met a 14-year-old girl on the street of Nuuk, and she's like, yeah, the other day I shot a muskox and fed my family. Like that's normal to them. Like seriously, if there's an apocalypse or a war, I'm taking these 3 with me. Anyway, that's the Nordics. Hope you learned something. Cheers.